Onya Memoakwa Babiuba Learn Akan. So you're welcome back to another episode of the Learn Akan Media Dialogue Review Series. And today's clip is taken from another street interview by DJ Nyame, who runs the channel SVTV Africa. I'll leave a link to his channel as well as the full interview in the description box further below. Please go and watch him. Let's go and watch the clip. I'll be right back.
Abaima, Michelle, what's saying?
What dear? Yes, I don't know.
Afishapa.
I think committee officers are not in Quania wedding.
Now, Christmas and I saying,
oh, my uncle baby, I had an animal.
Now, what you mean? I don't know, uncle baby.
Mini baby, alcohol.
Baby, alcohol. You went to me in Christmas.
To be honest, I would didn't.
Do the near day.
A Jumma.
So, pong.
And by me point.
First, no quassoy. After that, first, no quassoy. Oh,
Sunday, McCoy.
Anyway, we more about SVTV Africa. So, Udini a day.
First la.
First la day.
Ajamai.
First la Ajamai. What nickname Biana?
Pastor David.
But what be? O now for Behu.
Minibi.
Go school on floor saying.
Minibi.
Okay, fear dinner.
Abna.
Abaima. Michelle, what's saying?
Obahema, Michiawu. We have Obahema, and this is one of the feel-good, affectionate terms that we use to refer to our women. We have Obahema. Oba, we learned in the previous episode that Oba is a woman, female, right? And then we have Hema from Ohema, which is a queen, right? So if you call someone Obahema, literally you are calling the person a woman queen, all right? Do we have a man queen? But this is just you referring to the woman as a queen. So if you're in Ghana and you go to town, you'll find that the guys who sell stuff, they will usually be calling the ladies Obahema, Obahema. They make you feel so good that you end up buying something that you don't need. So we have Obahema, which is a queen, right? And then he said Mechiawu. This is one of the greetings that we looked at under the general greetings lesson. So we have Mechiawu, I greet you. Okay, I greet you. So the verb here is chia, which is to greet. And just as we've been saying, please make sure that you use these phrases. All right. So if you meet someone, you can greet the person with mechiawu. Oh, Kofi, mechiawu. Ama, mechiawu. Okay. Now the standard response to mechiawu is mejewoso. Okay, mejewoso. So there's a phrasal verb in there which is jeso. Jeso, and jeso means to respond. All right, so when someone greets you, mechiawu, you respond with mejiusu, I respond to you. So he said, Obahema, mechiawu, and then he followed that up with etiseng. And etiseng is one of the common greetings that we have. So we have etiseng, which is how is it? All right, how is it? So we have the in front as it. We have te, which is the stative to be verb form. We have a lesson on this, it's up here. So when I ask you what to say, literally I'm asking you yourself is how. So that in there is the stative to be verb form, which translates here as is, the to be verb in English, right? So we have what to say, yourself is how. How is yourself, right? So here we have to say, is it, te is, and then we have saying how. It is how. So how is it? The lady comes in and responds to the first greeting, which was mechiawu. So he said Obahema, mechiawu, and we said the standard response to mechiawu is mejeoso, and that's exactly what she said. She said mejeoso, I respond to you.
Yes, I don't answer.
Boko die, and I hope you remember this. So in our last episode, we learned that Boko die literally means calm though. So we have Boko, which is calm, and then we have die, which is though. So calm though, but this is what we use to ask if everything is cool with the person. Now she responds to that with Yesu adom na wonswe. Yesu adom na wonswe. We have Yesu, which is Jesus, all right? And then we have learned in previous episodes that adom is grace. So if you say Yesu adom, you are saying by the grace of Jesus. So just like we had in one of our previous episodes, she's not exactly saying whether she's okay or she's not okay, But just by saying Yesu adom, it suggests that she's okay because of the grace of Jesus. And then she adds, Nawonsue. Nawonsue is standard for asking someone the same question that the person asked you. So in English, this is, and how about you? So we have na and, wo, you, and so is also. And then the e at the end is a question particle. Okay, so if you put these together, we have nawonsue and how about you. So going forward, if someone asks you a question, after answering the person, you can ask the person the same question by just asking nawonsue and how about you. Okay, because context has been established.
Afishapa.
Afinsiapa. Again, this is covered in our season's greetings lesson. It's up here. So we use Afinsiapa to wish both Happy New Year and Merry Christmas because it's at the end of the year. And the standard response to Afinsiapa is Afinko metuye. Afe unko metuye. Okay, Afinko metuye. So we have Afe, which is a year. And then we have the verb ko, which is to go. The in front is not negative. This is the imperative marker. We use the imperative to issue instructions, commands, make requests, and all that. Okay, this in English translates as should. We learned this in the previous lesson. So if you say afenko, you are saying a year should go. The next verb is to, which is to reach. All right, so let's say we are going somewhere together, but then I take the lead. And then you walk all the way up to where I am. You've come to reach me. So I'll say, wabetumi, right? Wabetumi, you've come to reach me. So this beto is what we have the imperative in front. The here is not negative. It is the imperative marker, another should, right? So afe unko meto, a year should go and come reach yen. Us, okay, I think come to year, so a year should go and come back and reach us. So basically we use this to say let's live to see another year. So there should be a cycle. The year should go and another should come and reach us. I think come to year, and that's what she responded with. She said I think come to year. So again, going forward, when it's Christmas or New Year, you can wish others Merry Christmas, Happy New Year with Afinsiapa. All right, and when someone wishes you Afinsiapa, you respond to that with Afinko metuye. Now, typically when someone wishes you Afinsiapa, and then you respond to that with Afinko metuye, you follow that up with a wish for the person for the new year. And to do that, we would typically start with Afisese na. Afisese na. So we have Afisese, which is a year from now. So next year by this time. So you are expecting that whatever you are wishing for the person should have manifested a year from now, right? A year from today. So next year by this time, when you meet the person, whatever you wished for the person a year ago should have come to pass. Okay? So we have afisese, a year from now, and then we have na and then you add the wish to this. Whatever you wish for the person, you add to this. So here, for example, the lady said, Afisese na nkwa ne ahoden. Afisese na nkwa ne ahoden. So we have nkwa, which is life, and then we have ahoden, which is strength. So a year from now, then we all have life and strength.
Now Christmas na eko saying.
Oh, manko baby, ahaya na me.
Now Christmas no eko saying. Let's start with Christmas. In Chi, Christmas is Brunya. Brunya, so he could have asked, na Brunya no eko saying, okay? Na Brunya no eko saying. When you ask someone eko saying, you are asking how did it go? Okay, how did it go? Literally, we have e in front, which is it. We have the verb ko, which is to go, and then we have the question word saying how. We have a lesson on this. It's up here. So if you ask eko saying, how did it go? Okay, it went how.
Oh, manko baby, ahaya na me.
Oh, manko baby. Again, the verb here is ko, which is to go, but there's in front, the negative, right? But before this there is are. And if you took this lesson, we said this is how we form the past negative. So from our negation lessons, we've learned that to form the negative of chief verbs, you simply bring the negative marker in front of the verb if the verb starts with b, p, or f, right? We have a lesson on it. It's up here. So if the chief verb starts with any of these four letters, b, p, or f, then you form its negative simply by bringing the negative marker as in m in front, and then you have the negative. And apart from those, so apart from the verbs that start with b, p, f, any other chief verb, you form its negative by bringing the negative marker as in n in front of the verb, and then you have its negative. And then we also learned that to situate a negative verb in the past, you simply bring a as in the letter A in front of the negative verb, and then you have it. So that is what the lady is using here. She said, oh, manko baby. So we have the verb as ko, which is to go, but it's negative. So we have the negative marker in front because the verb does not start with b, p, f, right? So makes the negative of ko, right? Ko. But this is situated in the past, so we have a in front of that. So when you say manko, you are saying I did not go in the past, a negative. Okay, manko, and then we have bebia, and bebia can mean everywhere or anywhere. So when you say manko bebia, you are saying I did not go anywhere. So we have a ha, which we have learned in previous episodes as here. So there is a ha or ha as here, and then there is a ho or ho as there, right? But then when you add ya to a ha, you have a heya, which is right here. Okay? Nana mewo. The first na is the same na that we've been talking about in previous episodes. This is what gives us the frame it is or it was dash who, which, that. And to better understand this, again, let's put this in an example. So if I say mina mekaya, for example, that literally means it is I who said it. It is I who said it. So you see that it is, and then you see the who, right? So it is this na that is giving us that frame. You are the one who did it, but literally we are saying it is you who did it. Okay, so this na gives us that frame. So here, for example, we have a heya na. It is right here that. Okay, so you see that it is, and then the that. A heya na. It is right here that. Na me wo. Now the verb here is wo, which is to be, right? The location stroke existence to be verb form. We have looked at this in previous episodes, and you also have a dedicated lesson on this. It's up here. So we use this wo to talk about the location and existence of stuff. So like I gave you in the previous episodes, if I say me wo fie, it means I am home. I'm using this wo to, talk to you about my location. Since this is a to be verb, a true stative verb in Chi, we situate this in the past by bringing na in front of the subject plus the verb. We have a lesson on this. It's up here. That is how you situate true stative verbs in the past in Chi. You simply bring na not just in front of the verb, but in front of the verb plus its subject. So if we take the example that I just gave, me wo fie, I am home. Right now, I am home, right? So I say me wo fie. But if I want to situate this in the past, I will say na me wo fie. Na me wo fie. Okay, so that is the second na that we have here. So eheya na na me wo, it is right here that I was. Okay, because she said manko baby, I did not go anywhere. It is right here that I was. Na wo ejumum. So again, the verb here is the location stroke existence to be verb form wo. Okay, to be wo. And once this is a true stative verb, we situate this in the past by bringing na in front of the subject plus the verb. So we have na wo, you were. Na wo ejumem. Ejumem comes from ejuma mu. Ejuma is the noun work. We said the verb to work is ye, ejuma. Ejuma is the noun work. And then you have mu, which is in. So overall we have na wo ejumem. So literally this is you were in work, but this is just used to ask you were at work. Okay, na wo ejumem. And then she nods, right? So that means a yes. I told you that in Ghana, when you nod, it's a yes. When you shake your head, it's a no.
I don't know, Uncle Baby.
Mini baby uncle.
Aden na wanko baby. We have aden, which is why. The question word why. Again, we have a lesson on this. It's up here. Aden na wanko baby. We said manko baby is I did not go anywhere, right? So wanko baby is you did not go anywhere, right? So aden na wanko baby. Why is it that you did not go anywhere? Why did you not go anywhere? Okay, aden na wanko baby. And then she responds to that with mini baby ako.
Mini baby ako. Mini baby ako.
This ni is the negative of the to have verb wo. We have a lesson on this. It's up here. So the verb to have in chi is wo. Just like the location stroke existence to be verb form wo. And because both are irregular verbs, they don't follow the standard negation rules that we have covered so far. So you just have to learn that the negative of wo, whether it's the location stroke existence to be verb or to have verb, is ni. Okay, so when I said mi wo fie, I am home, the negative of that would have been mi ni fie, I am not home. If I say I have money, mi wo sika, right? So you have the have verb, right? Mi wo sika, I have money. The negative of that will be mi ni sika, I don't have money. Okay, so here we have mini baby ako. We learned that baby is everywhere or anywhere. So when you say mini baby ako, you are just saying I don't have anywhere to go. Ko, to go, right? So mini baby ako, I don't have anywhere to go. So DJ Nyami uses what she just said and turns that into a question. He asks, Wunni baby ako, you don't have anywhere to go? Sir, is that so? Really?
You went to me in the Christmas.
To be honest, I wouldn't.
Ain't went to me and the Christmas no. Ain't went to me and the Brunya no. Okay, we said Christmas is Brunya, so we can replace that. Ain't went to me and the Brunya no. So we have ain't, which is so, right? If you start something with ain't or inti, that is so. But if you bring it after something, you are saying because of whatever came before that. Okay? So we have this starting there, so we have inti, which is so. When to me means to be able. But here we have in front, the negative. So this is negative, but not just that, there's a in front, which means we have situated this in the past. So when to me, you were unable, right? In the past, you were unable. And the Christmas, no. Now, D, we have learned that D can mean to eat. D can mean the dirty to have sex with. D can mean to attain in terms of, age, right? Now, another meaning of D is to celebrate, okay? To celebrate. So I can say, Medi Mawuda China, okay? Medi Mawuda China, or Yebedi Bronya or Penima Bosumimu. Yebedi Bronya or Penima Bosumimu. So here we have D, which is to celebrate, but there's in front, the negative, and there's also a because, we are situating this in the past. So overall, we have ain't went to me and the Christmas, no, or ain't went to me and the Brunya, no. So you were unable to celebrate the Christmas.
To be honest, I wouldn't.
So Obia style, so we have Obia, which is everyone, everybody. Okay, the se in front is it is the case that. So se obiane style odini die. It is the case that everyone has his or her own style by which he or she celebrates his or her Christmas. Enti, so we have enti, which we just learned as so, right? So we have enti, and then we have wodie, which is yours, wodie, and then you have die, which is the question word which, but which in the sense of which one. Okay, so which amongst maybe two or more, right? So enti wodie, so yours is which one? So which one is yours? As in, which style is yours? Because she just said everyone has his own style or her own style by which he or she celebrates his or her Christmas. So DJ Nyame is asking which one is yours? As in, which is your style? Okay, your style of celebrating the Christmas. The lady responds to that with Ejumamua. We said Ejuma is the noun work, right? And then we said mu is in. So Ejumamu literally means in work. But this is what we used to just say at work, right? And then if you add ara to Ejumamu, you get Ejumamua, and then that means just at work. So the ara is just, right? So we have just at work, Ejumamua. So that's my style. My style of celebrating the Christmas is to just be at work, okay? And then he asks,
So pong.
Se wopong. Again, this se is the case that. So this is like the fact. It is the case that wopong. The verb here is pong, which means to close. Okay, so it's the case that you close, right? As in, you close from work, don't you? And the lady responds to that with but mempontem. But mempontem. What is the tree for but? We have a lesson on it. It's up here. But in tree is nanso. Okay, so we have nanso mempontem. We said the verb pon means to close, but there's in front, which forms the negative of this pon, because we said if the verb starts with b, p, f, right? So we have pon starting with p, right? You form its negative by bringing the negative marker in front. So we have mempontem. Intem means early. So if you say nanso mempontem, you are saying but I don't close early. Okay? Nanso mempontem. Again, DJ Nyame goes like, sir, is that so? Really? 31st, no, woko, sorry. 31st here is in reference to December 31st. In Ghana, on December 31st, a lot of people go to church at night, right? So they enter into the new year from church, right? So it's asking 31st, no, on the 31st, as in 31st December, woko, sorry. We have ko, which is to go, but it's in the past tense. That is why the last letter is doubled. Woko, and then you have asori, and asori is a church, right? So 31st, no, woko asori. On the 31st of December, did you go to church, right? And then she responds to that with mekoi, right? Mekoi, I went. And this past tense form is being used here because there's no object or adverbial coming after. If there were an object, so let's say asori, like we used in the previous one, then this would have been meko asori. So we would have simply doubled the final letter like we did in the previous one, meko asori. But because we are ending the clause on this one, there's no object, there's no adverbial, we use mekoi, right? Mekoi. We have lessons on these in our 10 series. It's up here.
After 31st, no kwaso.
Oh, Sunday mekoi.
Enti after 31st, no, won't call asori view. If we bring this to tree, as in the after, we will get enti 31st chino, won't call asori view. Enti 31st chino, won't call asori view. So we bring it after the 31st, not before, like it is in English. Okay, so we have enti 31st chino, won't call sorry, bio. The bio at the end is again. So after the 31st, you haven't been to church again. You've not gone back to church again. And then she responds to that with, oh, Sunday McCoy. Sunday McCoy. What is Sunday in Chi? Kwesiada. We have a lesson on the days of the week. It's up here. So we have Kwesiada McCoy. Okay? Kwesiada McCoy.
Anyway, we want to talk about SVTV Africa. So
Memawo Akwaba SVTV Africa. So Memawo Akwaba means I welcome you. Right? I welcome you, Memawo Akwaba. So we have Memawo Akwaba ba SVTV Africa. So I welcome you to SVTV Africa.
Udini yeden.
Priscilla.
Priscilla den.
Ajimai.
Wudin yedien. Wudin is your name. Okay? Wudin. So din is coming from a din, which is a name, right? So wudin, your name, right? Ye dien is what, right? Your name is what, right? So we have wudin yedien. What is your name? Your name is what? And then she responds to that with Priscilla. But DJ Nyame comes in and asks, Priscilla dien. Priscilla dien. So dien is what? So Priscilla dien, Priscilla what? Okay, so she answered with just the first name, Priscilla. But DJ Nyame wants the full name. So he asks, Priscilla dien, Priscilla what? And then she responds to that with Ajimai. Okay, so we have Priscilla Ajimai.
Priscilla Ajimai, what nickname biana?
Pastor David.
What nickname biana? Nickname in Chi is Ahotedin. Ahotedin. So what Ahotedin biana? What Ahotedin biana? Do you have a nickname? Okay, and then she responds to that with Mepacho Debbie. No, please. So there is Mepacho, which is please, and then there's Debbie, which is no.
Wobi.
Minibi.
Wobi. So we have wo as you, we have be, which is the future tense marker, well, and then what is to have. So wobe what you will have, and then we have be, which is some. Okay, some or one in this case. So you will have one. So she's saying she doesn't have a nickname, but DJ Nyame is insisting that she will have one. As in she has one, but she's probably hiding it. Wobi, you will have one. We have namfufuo, which is another form of namfonom, friends. Okay, so namfufuo or namfonom, your friends. Behu will see. So we have the be, which is the future tense marker, well, and then we have hu, which is to see, right? And then we have wo, you. So your friends will see you, right? But the girl maintains that she doesn't have one, so she says minibi. I don't have one. So we have ni, which is the negative of, the to have verb wo, right? So ni is to not have. So we have minibi. I don't have one.
Minibi.
Uko school na omofrel saying when you went to school, what did they call you, right? So we have fre, which is to call, right? The verb fre means to call. But the lady insists, minibi. I don't have one, right? Minibi.
Abna.
Ufiedin yedien. So we have fiedin. Fie is the home. It's coming from a fie, right? It's the home. And then we have din from a din, which is a name. So ufiedin is a name that you are called by at home. So he asks, ufiedin yedien, what is your house name? What is the name by which you are called at home? And then to that she answers, Abna.
Abaima, Michia was saying.
Oh dear. Yes, I don't answer.
Afishapa.
I think committee officers say not in Quania wedding.
Christmas and I was saying.
Oh, Manco baby, I had an animal.
No, what you mean? I don't know, Uncle baby.
Mini baby, I'll call.
You went to mean the Christmas.
To be honest, I would didn't.
Do the near day.
A Jumma.
So pong.
And by me point.
First, no quassoy. After 31st, no quassoy.
Oh, Sunday, McCoy.
Anyway, we want to talk about SVTV Africa. So, Udini yeden.
Priscilla.
Priscilla den.
Ajimai.
Priscilla Ajimai, what nickname biana?
Pastor David.
Wobi. O now for behu.
Minibi.
Go school no for saying.
Minibi.
Okay, fear din yeden.
Abna.